Hey, what is going on you guys, and welcome back to another Unhandy YouTube video. Today's video, we're going to be taking a look at construction work that gone completely wrong. This video has everything from homeowners to even contractors who mess up work. So without further ado, let's go ahead and take a look at it together. So this first clip we have here, this guy had ordered cabinets to be made. Now a contractor came out and gave him a layout for his cabinets, but the guy was just completely hacked up. He had no idea what he was doing with the measurements. So when they went and installed all these cabinets, it wasn't completely to what the layout was supposed to be. And now we have countertop completely where it's not supposed to be, and a stove that sticks out so much that even pulling out a cabinet drawer impedes. So take a look at this and let me know what you guys think.
They couldn't get the counter right, and now we have some good times all around here. Now that this is going to be shifted over as it should be, the top cabinet needs to be moved over so that the OTR can be set in there.
Now this next clip was a landlord home that was getting its roof redone. So the landlord had actually went and hired somebody to throw some new roof, but instead of getting the whole entire thing stripped down, they went right over it. Look at these guys just pulling that thing off. It's absolutely disgusting.
Hey guys, I want to charge my iPhone. So what the fuck, the LAN cable? Oh my god. What the fuck?
So this next clip was submitted to us by a plumber. Now he ended up going inside of this tenant's house, and the tenant had complained that the landlord had never fixed the water heater issue they've been dealing with for the past 5 years. Look at all that rust and corrosion. So this next guy films what would be a failed renovation. They ended up putting door trim, baseboard, flooring, and even tile. Now, the renovation was a complete fail because everything looks hacked up. Now, if you were to hire a contractor, this would be the last person you would hire. But what do you guys think? Would you guys end up going with this guy? So this next guy had done wiring a day before. Now what ended up happening here is a homeless dude stole all the copper wire that night, and they ended up leaving the thing empty-handed. Whoever stole that thing is completely rich now. So this next guy filmed the moment where the flooring guys had done plywood and flooring. Now this is a mobile home. Keep in mind they ran plywood and the flooring right on top of it. They ended up not cutting the vent out, but this isn't a problem. You could always cut it back. But this guy just takes a picture of this failed work from the flooring contractor. Now, this is a pretty common thing when you're doing home improvement, but if you're not licensed, people will take advantage of you, and this was the case for these guys. They installed drywall all over the place in this commercial space, I believe, and they ended up having to tear everything off because they weren't licensed. This is why plumbing pays extremely well, because look at this handyman that completely hacked up this drain into the sewer line conversion. Check this out, man. A flexible line, unbelievable stuff. Now this next clip was submitted to us by a viewer who had said that this guy ended up speaking very cocky about how these guys ran these crimp PEX lines for hot and cold. Now, to me, I see a bunch of joints here, but what do you guys say? Especially to the plumbers out there, was there a much easier way to run these lines?
This shit sucks, dude. It's terrible. If you still don't believe I can do better, what is that, man?
Our moisture mapping blue tape came off. I wonder why. We're back to school?
So this next clip, we have a backstory. Now this lady ended up getting a bathroom tile done by a handyman. Now the handyman ended up doing the tile and the pattern just doesn't completely follow. But that wasn't the only problem with the bathroom, because he only finished 3/4 of the way of the work and he completely scammed the lady. He didn't finish anything. He had a profile that he had a tile all the way up and he didn't do it. Now to the tile guys out there, is this one of the worst bathrooms you've ever seen? Like, personally, I think it's pretty bad. But tile guys, let me know what you guys think. This poor lady got scammed for about $12,000. Next guys, that completely messed up. Now they ended up doing the steel stud framing and the drywall in this commercial building, but little did they know they ended up leaving the scissor lift inside of where they drywalled in. Now how are they going to get that thing out?
First and probably only time I'll ever get lucky with a remodel.
Maybe. Maybe. Oh gosh. Definitely. You're definitely gonna regret this.
So this next clip is of a lady who had a angle stop burst by the toilet. Now this thing is just shooting out water like there's no tomorrow, but that wasn't just the only thing, because all the water was going downstairs to the other units right below it. But this wasn't the only bad thing about it, because when the people that were going to do renovation or repair all of this water damage, they wanted to dry the carpet instead of replacing it. Now what would you guys do in a situation where somebody tells you that the carpet is still usable even after toilet water had been dispersed absolutely everywhere? I would be in absolute shambles. Let me know what you Here we have this next clip of this guy who completely messed up this homeowner's house. Now, the contractor had been hired by the homeowner, and this guy was pretty, you know, upfront about what he was going to do to the house. You know, he was going to be clean and whatnot, but he ended up backstabbing this homeowner and completely lied to him. Look at all that trash. Absolutely disgusting. If a contractor came in your home and left a mess like this, and especially on the vanity faucets, what would you do and how would you react?
All this shit, bro. Putting holes. You got holes around the fucking light.
Now, in the UK, this is all you get as for a home. Now, I need your opinion on this. It's a 3-story house, but this is all of the backyard you're able to get.
Oh yeah, mate, that looks straight to me, mate.
Now, here we have this next clip of these plumbers who ended up messing up a water heater install. So they ended up teeing off the cold and installing an expansion tank, but the expansion tank completely fell off of where the line was connecting, and now water is just shooting everywhere.
Oh my god, no. No! 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 No!
So this guy inspects another plumber's work. So the plumber's work involved a bunch of 90s, but he could have gone straight down and done 190 and saved himself the rest of the fittings. But just when you thought it was completely over, on the water heater pan, they even put on 90 on this thing. Like, where's the water supposed to go?
Isn't that cool? Clearly professionals.
So these guys are commercial plumbers, but to me it seemed very weird that at 4:30 p.m. they ended up doing service on this copper pipe. Now they had no valve ready, they had nothing, so they ended up doing this live with no plan ahead on what's gonna happen. But the next thing you're gonna see is a complete disaster. So this school ended up hiring these electrician contractors to install a digital display for their school's gymnasium. Now, they're pretty much lifting this thing up with the scissor lift at ease. I mean, it's pretty easy as it looked like, but it just takes a turn. Check this out. So here we have this next plumber who had taken one of his co-workers on call dispatch calls. Now, this was the worst decision he had ever made. Now, looking at that tub right there, you can already see where this is going, and this guy only had a snake with them. Now, just take a look at this because it just gets worse from here.
Hey, we got an apartment backed up with 4 units. No clean out. Somebody's toilet's gotta get pulled. Well, I go to all 4 units, 2 didn't answer the door. I chose the nastiest one. It was this one. Dirty, dog done tore up the carpet. Fuck it.
So here we have this next clip. Now this clip was submitted to us by a subscriber. Shout out to you. Now, basically this girl ends up doing what seems to be a valve replacement, but she doesn't have a valve. She's just turning the thing like there's no tomorrow, and whatever she expects, she's gonna expect. Completely just takes a turn here. Now, to my electricians and drywallers out there, now, would you do a wire run for a car charger from a main panel to the garage like this? This electrician ended up opening up a bunch of 6-inch holes all the way through towards the end to the garage. Would this be the best way to do something like this? They didn't have an attic, they didn't have no access up there. Would you do this? Let me know in the comments what you guys think.
I'm telling you, sometimes that shit releases the bubbles, like the air. Oh, shit.
Now here we have this next guy that did not expect the unexpected. He ends up trying to cut the stub out, and watch how it ends up treating him. Anyways, thank you guys all for watching another brand new episode of DIY and construction fails. If you guys enjoyed today's video, then don't forget to leave a like, and if you want to learn from these contractor and construction fails, then don't forget to check out the rest of our videos.